Hey guys, and welcome. This is me cute. Let's begin. Content warning. This game contains descriptions of cannibalism, murder, and desecration of bodies. Viewer discretion is advised. You have summoned me, mortal. You may address me as... What is that? Ah. Gross. Gross. There's even blood on my footsies. Interesting. Why is there blood here? So much blood. Ew. A corpse. But you don't need to kill someone to summon me. Huh. Was there a misunderstanding? What kind of misunderstanding? I gave Father's assistant clear instructions on how to summon me, but as to specify, I did not require a sacrifice, just some blood. This is exactly what I've been hoping to avoid. Wait, who are you? I should be the one asking that. You are in my living room. Did even look around the room, confused, taking note of the corpse, the candle slowly burning in a spill of iron. The blood on the floor pulled in an unnatural way, following the part of the seal she knew too well. It was her summoning seal. I am the beloved oldest daughter of Prince Asmodeus, of the lust ring in hell. And that makes me a princess, since I am the heir to the throne. You should show some respect and bow down to me. It is rare for my cat to freely walk on earth like this. So, you really are a demon, huh? Do not fret, mortal. I am bound by a contract, and I shall honor it. Fear is inevitable, as I am the one of the most fearsome creatures to grace you with their presence. Don't worry, I shall do my best, so I must ask you to contain the terror you must be experiencing, so we can see this contract to an end. Scared? Yes, I understand. My presence alone incites terrors never known before. I did not blame you. Why would I be scared of you? 'Cause I'm a demon. And demons are scary, right? Sure, you can feel it in your gut, the sweating, your heart beating out of your chest. No, not really. But I'm a demon. And you are a human. And? You should be scared of me. It's not normal. I know. You're just shocked. Well, that is to be expected from a mortal upon meeting someone with my lineage. Yes, that's it. That is the only answer. Now understand. You poor thing. You must be so scared you cannot comprehend the situations. Fear not. I'm here to fulfill our contract. I won't cause you any harm. Contract? Yes, be honored, mortal. You and I are bonded by a contract signed by blood. Everyone uses their own blood. Gross. So, what does this contract entail? What do I get out of it? The honor of giving your soul to a demon for eternity. Speechless? Understand, it must be humbling to be able to form a contract with someone like... Well, this won't do. Huh? Why don't we play a game instead? If I win, I keep my soul. But that's against the rules. And don't demons like breaking the rules. You must be tired of the same routine. Why don't we spice it up a little bit? We can have lots of fun together. You want to get out of the contract? Well, of course. But don't you want to have fun? I can have fun without breaking the contract. Oh, so you already have in mind all the things you want to do to me. Scandalous. She played with the buttons of her blouse without undoing any of them. The demon was hypnotized by the movement, following the hands with her head like a starving dog. The woman gave a knowing smile and they clapped her hands together, bringing the demon back to reality. suddenly aware of her surroundings once again. It's settled then. I didn't agree yet. Let's change the bet. It's not fair. I already have your soul. What do I get for playing this game? Have something in mind? No. But it can't be your soul, right? Are you being salty when you already signed it away? Doesn't mean I have to agree. Then if you lose, I get your soul instead. Demons don't have souls. Only humans, I think. And why would I agree to that? Wouldn't it be better to have a willing soul than one you constantly have to fight for? Yes. You have something to say then. Let's go with, no I don't. I would expect a demon to be a better gambler. Well, that shows you how little you know about demons. Well, why don't we start, then? The woman had a glint in her eye as she smiled creepily. So, how do we pick a game? Do we fight with swords? Do we use guns? Do we choose demonic beasts to fight to the death in the arena of hell? That was a very popular sport last season. Maybe that's out of fashion now. Can a human participate in such sports? I guess not. I have no ideas then. I suggest we play a card game. Let me explain the rules. Wait. Do you really want to leave the fate of your soul in eternal damnation to a card game? I would expect the mighty princess of hell to have some confidence in her own skills. I guess you never know. I'm not worried about my skills. I'm worried about you losing and calling it unfair. We'll see about that. The rules are simple. We set a shuffle card deck on the table. One of us takes a single card and decides if they think the card is an uneven number or not. And then, that person turns the card around. If they are correct, you repeat the process until they guess wrong. Then it becomes the other person's turn. Whoever manages to either guess the last card correctly or has the most cards in their possession wins. A game of guessing. It's a game of luck. That's worse. Luck is a skill, don't you think? What? How? Taking a deadly gamble and being able to come up on top is a skill not everyone possesses. Like when someone points a gun at you, but it misfires, and yours doesn't. Do you truly believe you will be able to take that gamble and live? When you put it like that, well then, let's get started before Damien over there starts to smell. I forgot about it. Don't mind him. He won't bite, because he is dead. I'm ready. Let's start. The woman with black hair pulled a deck of cards from a nearby drawer, her eyes fixed on the demons, not paying attention to her hands as she skillfully shuffled the card for a long time. The other woman was too focused on the hands, trying to detect cheating, worried that anything would escape her. The killer gave her an eerie smile that she couldn't decipher entirely, but chilled her. Guess take first. She placed a deck on the table and positioned herself on the opposite corner to the demon, crossed her arms and waited. The other woman examined the deck, inching her nose closer and closer without really touching it, trying anything that would help her. She placed her shaking hand on top of the deck. Let's choose even. Aisha Tachi pulled the first card from the deck and placed it by the side, then opened her eyes. It was correct. She couldn't hide her excitement and jumped, but it was too early to celebrate. She took a deep breath, trying to ease her heart. Nice card. Let's try odd. Aisha tied again, and shaking hand with the confidence of a curious cat. Yet she never so closely to the thing you were told not to touch. She grabbed the card and turned it. It was incorrect. Her heart sank into the depth of her stomach. She swallowed hard. Her turn was over, and with that she took a step back and waited for the other woman to make a move. Gracefully, she started flipping the cards like it was nothing. Even, odd. With each one, the demon felt her heart sink deeper and deeper into her innards. Finally, she made a mistake. It was her turn again. Readying herself to take another card, she stopped. The demon curiously looked up at her playing partner for any hint of worry or gloating, but instead found a smiling woman with eyes cold as stone. She remained still with her arms crossed, slightly shuffling her feet every once in a while under the discomfort of the heels. Every little thud on the wooden floor they made resonated in the tiny room and filled the now by gone silence. I can still turn this around and win, I'm sure. I'm close to understanding how the deck is arranged. Let's try odd again. Why not? With unearned confidence, she placed her hand again on the deck, and before turning the card, she took a deep breath. It was correct. She placed a hand on her chest, easing her heart. Without thinking, she repeated, odd, before even touching the card, or the deck, and flipped it without caution. It was wrong. Her face filled with despair almost immediately, and that made the woman chuckle gently as she started her turn. Even, odd. It took a short time before she guessed wrong, but there was not even a hint of worry in her eyes. The confidence she held was unnatural, like an overly confident poker player that didn't have tells. She was aware of her strength and how her confidence was perceived as her opponent sank deeper into worry, and her face told no lies. Curious again, she looked at the woman with her arms folded. She noticed her glaze and pressed them against her chest. The demon blushed intently at the gesture and the embarrassment over her own wondering eyes. With more caution this time, she calmly assessed her situation. The last few were odd, so we can't be odd again. That would be too many in a row. I need to use logic. If I get overly confident, I'm going to lose the game. Nah, she seems so calm about this. How is it possible? Alright, let's go as even. That was the correct choice. This is it. I'm sure now. There's no way I'm losing this game. The deck winded down to the last few rounds, and both players stood still, waiting for the other to make a move. Things felt more intense than before. Both had the face dangling from a rope over a fire. Whatever move the other made would be crucial, and room forever was becoming smaller and smaller. Next card, let's do even again. That was the correct choice. The two cards were facing down on the table, waiting for the demon to take a turn. Patiently, the other watched her with those eerie eyes of hers. If my calculations are correct, I should know which card should be next. I've seen every card. This deck of cards has a set amount to them. It should be complicated. Well, I'm feeling a bit risky. Let's choose odd. It was the wrong choice. The game wasn't technically over, but fate was already decided. There was no way the woman with black hair would have guessed the last card. With bated breath, she waited and observed every little move that woman did. Her graceful hands picked the last card before flipping it, a single word, and danced on her lips. Odd. And against all odds, in the game of luck, the human won against the devil. It can't be. What makes you say that? I counted them. It can't be an odd number. We don't have any odd cards left. How did you do it? I just happen to be a better player than you. There has to be some sort of trick. Of course there's a trick, but I see no reason to explain myself. Not before you admit defeat and void the contract. I just want to know. Can't you tell me? Do you think I would have gotten away with all the murders I committed up until this point if I was willing to give my secret so easily? Nah. You went against the princess of hell. This isn't fair. Neither was the original contract. Fine. I accept defeat. You win. You can keep your soul. No. That wasn't the new deal. Fine, I lost. You get to keep the demon princess all to yourself. The woman with black hair extended her hand for a handshake. The demon hesitated, but ultimately decided to do it. The air suddenly changed, and all the candles suddenly changed colors. With a smile on her face, The woman raised both hands, and a single card emerged from her sleeves. It was a 2 of diamond. Wait, you cheated? Of course I did. Every other guy's gun as well. So I'm alive, and he is dead. Cheating should make the contract null. We never said anything about that. We said a winner and a loser. Too late for that. Quit complaining. I already did the worst of it. All you have to do now is finish the cleaning. I'm a princess. I've never cleaned before. Worse, I don't even know how to clean. There's a first time for everything. I don't see why I should be doing any of this. You have a demon at your disposal, capable of great evils. And what do you do with her? Clean? Really? We can do both. When I went to clean this place, or we're able to get a new victim here, without raising any suspicions. Plus, bad smells bring nosy neighbors that will alert the police or complain to the building manager. Then we kill them. I'm a demon. I can do anything I desire. To start desiring cleaning this room. Let's go, Wiz. Do what you're told. Fine. I'll keep cleaning, but promise me we'll do something fun later. Oh, like what? Like, you know, fun. We can do things. Such as, you know, things. The demon lowered her head and quietly returned to her task. The woman knelt close to her, picking the demon's tail between her fingers, gently caressing it. The gesture made her jump out of her skin, but before she could speak, the woman whispered close to her ear. If you do a good job, I'll reward you. Then the woman stood up and walked away. Both women kept cleaning all traces of blood from the wooden floor. It wasn't an easy task, especially now that the juices from the corpse had already started to pool. It became quite slippery and hard to stand on. Too uncomfortable and gross. The killer seemed completely unaffected by anything at all. She just kept on walking on those heels that thudded with every step, and yet she never slept. The demon, on the other hand, fell on her butt. Ow, ow, ow. That hurt. My butt. You need to be careful. It gets slippery here. What is this liquid on the floor? It smells like urine. Ah, yes. Urine. Pee? Why is there pee on the floor? This is so gross. Is it? All bodies do that. Let's see. Let's burn the rugs once we're done. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that one. Don't you think that will raise suspicions? Who cares? It's pee-covered rugs and washed clothes. You have to learn to be more careful around humans. They can be noisy. They start asking one too many questions about a fire. Fine. I'll make an illusion or something so they can't see the fire or smell it. You can do that. After that, the woman walked towards the demon. Can you hide the bloodstained floor? If there are police officers inside this room, but none of us are in here. Yes. The spell does require that I see her all the time. The killer gave her a creepy grin. After a while, the job was almost done. There were still traces that a murder had taken place. The worst was over. Only stains remained on the floor, but nothing in a well-placed rug could hide. Now, let's prepare our meal. With all the meat I managed to salvage. You don't mean... Well, of course. I would go through all this effort just to have a dead body on the floor. Are you insane? What am I even asking? We just dropped tons of cleaning products on the corpse. We are not eating that. I'm not wasting perfectly good food. Let's get mad. Yeah, let's get mad. Perfectly good food. You can't be serious. Why wouldn't I be? We are not eating meat, doused in bleach. The demon plays around, annoyed. I am the princess of hell, daughter of Asmodeus, prince of hell. I'm not eating this disgusting old meat. I deserve fresh meat, not this poor excuse for a meal. Oh, you understand that in order to get fresh meat, you would require another kill. I don't care, whatever it takes. The night was long, but somewhat fruitful. The demon remained squeamish till the end, and lied to nag and complain over every little thing. Somehow, she was still using her power to lure victims into the traps, but she was incredibly picky about them, always rejecting the choices the woman made. She still needed a lot of training. It brought quite a lot of frustration to her life, but with more time, she was sure she could become a useful asset for her endeavors. Ending 3. Still a long way to go. Okay, so I got a bit confused on how to get the other 2 endings, so I just downloaded the ending guide for the game page because I was very lost. So I'm just gonna follow that. So we're gonna choose let's change the deal. Oh, what do you have in mind? If I win, you would do whatever I say. No ifs and no buts. Taking all very seriously with a willing soul. Ah. Yes. I'm tired of screams in hell. They're no fun. Everyone is so boring. So sad. So if I win, you will listen to everything I say. And if I win, you will do the same. Yes. No. Wait, what? What would you want a demon to do whatever you want? I have some ideas in mind. Well, why don't we start then? Alright, so results ready. We're gonna skip this. And for this we have to choose even first. Same dialogue. Now we choose even again. Same dialogue. Even again. And now we choose odd. Then we choose odd again. And for the last one, we choose even. Same dialogue, nothing new. I'm at my limits. Be careful, or I'll slip. Sweat dripped down her forehead from the exertion. Her breath agitated. I can't take it anymore. Just a little deeper. It's too much. I'm going to burst. I told you not to cut there. You won't get to the bone like that. My arms are so tired. I don't want to do this. The demon with the bloody cleaver in hand tried cutting parts of the deceased body of the man that had been on the floor the entire time. She was trying to cut the bone, making a mess of blood and gore. You finish it. I'm a princess. I shouldn't have been doing any hard and menial work. I summoned you, and per your own words, we have a contract now. Wah. I'm tired. Is this really what a demon can do? Demons are not made for cutting limbs. This isn't supposed to go like this. And that is... keep going. Don't miss nothing but seem pleased. Why don't you try what I suggested before? That will yield better results. Alright. The demon raised the cleaver over her head and hit it again, repeatedly. But suddenly a spurt of blood squirted on her face, landing directly inside her mouth. Puh. It's in my mouth. The killer did her best to hide a chuckle. Don't laugh. That was gross. Doesn't your contract require a blood sacrifice? Why would you be upset over it? It's not a blood sacrifice. Just a little bit of blood to connect with the beyond. Not this. She had to look away to stop herself from throwing up. Gross human. Blood is blood. No, it isn't. Blood from a pretty girl is one thing, The blood from this gross man. It's disgusting. I want to go home already. Already? We still have so much to do. We could have so much fun together. We could bake biscuits together. Use his blood to make the feeling end. Stop, stop, stop. Why would I eat this blood? It's nutritious. Is it really? Of course it is. Why would I lie to you? The demon looked at the dead man on the floor and grimaced, disgusted by the now rotting parts of its body, pulled on the floor. Can we use fresh blood instead? After pondering for a moment, the woman agreed. We'll need a new victim. So first, let's finish with the cleanup, and we go both hunting for a new prey. What do you say? Well, fine. I'll finish this before you can even say, oh look at that. The Princess of Hell is the most beautiful of all the princesses I've ever seen in my life. Which is completely normal as I've never seen any other princesses. But I don't need to know how they look like because, after seeing the daughter of Asmodeus, I know there could be possibly another demon as beautiful as her. You are beautiful. The demon blushed and her red skin turned even redder. It smote tears to come out of her ears, while her heart and brain were in overdrive. Suddenly quiet, she looked down at her hands and jumped on the floor. She gripped the knife tightly before she cut the joints. Learning from her previous mistake, she decided to listen to the words of her companion had given her. With sweaty shaking hands, she stretched the arms of the man on the cutting board, covered her eyes before letting her arm, with the weapon in hand, fall with all her strength. It was over, as in a single slash, and the woman looked very pleased at her, but only nodded her head. You're right. That was much easier. See? Experience is a great teacher too. As well as you won't repeat the same mistake next time. Do I have to do this again? Of course. Now what? Now we separate the meat in the freezer until we can cook it. Let's get angry. No. No way in hell. I'm not eating rotten meat. We go out and get a new guy to kill. And we don't let that rot like this one. This is ridiculous. What's the point of going through this entire process if we're just going to let it rot? I don't care anymore. If I have to do this again, I'm not eating rotten meat from this random guy. We don't even know if he is sick or something. Also, he left the bullet inside, and that's nasty. We need to kill a method that's cleaner than this. I'll use my power, if necessary, but I'm not eating rotten meat. For the first time, the woman looked generally shocked, but soon her expression turned into a creepy grin. Alright. We'll get fresh meat. Just because you look so cute right now. The night went on without a hitch. And after securing their next victim, they saw how well they worked as a team. They were able to easily kill as many people as they wanted, always getting away with it. The demon will lure the victim away from prying eyes, always under some sort of spell that made them obedient, and the woman with black hair will kill them. With time, she learned to make less of a mess, and to pick apart what meat had to be discarded, and what they could keep as well. The demon was a picky eater, and both had to learn to live with each other. Ending 1. Partners in crime. And now let's get the second ending. No, I don't. Same dialogue, nothing to change. Okay, now here we're gonna choose odd. Odd again. Odd once more. We'll choose even. Even again. And now we choose odd. The same dialogue so far, nothing has changed. Okay. Yeah, same stuff. Just gonna skip through this. Quit complaining. Already did the worst of it. All to do now is finish the cleaning. I'm a princess. I never cleaned before. Worse, I don't know how to clean. That's the first time for everything. I don't see why I should be doing any of this. You have a demon at your disposal, capable of great evils. And what do you do with her? Clean. Really. We could do both. But now we need to clean this place, or we won't be able to get a new victim here, without raising any suspicions. Plus, bad smells bring noisy neighbors that will alert the police, or complain to the building manager. Then we kill them. I'm a demon. I can do anything I desire. Just start desiring cleaning this room. Keep complaining. No. I'm too powerful to be doing menial work. Let's go out and kill people, if that's what you're into. This is a waste of my powers. The woman groaned, annoyed, but kept holding the bloody plastics, ignoring the tantrum. We clean so we could play again. Both women kept cleaning all traces of blood from the wooden floor. It wasn't an easy task, especially now that the juices from the corpse had already started to pool. It became quite slippery and hard to stand on, too uncomfortable and gross. The killer seemed completely unaffected by anything at all. She just kept on walking on those heels that thudded with every step, and yet she never slipped. The demon, on the other hand, fell on her butt. Ow, ow, ow. That hurts. My butt. You need to be careful. It gets slippery here. What is this liquid on the floor? It smells like urine. Ah, yes. Urine. Pee? Why is there pee on the floor? This is so gross. Is it? All bodies do that. I can't do this. What? Scared of some pee on the floor? Shouldn't demons be more adept while gross and all that? Absolutely not. There is no reason for us to be cleaning this man's pee off the floor. The demon crossed her arms and stood away, not moving. Like it or not, you did sign a contract saying you would do whatever you were asked to do. I'll kill the deceiver and immortal human for your enjoyment, but I'm not cleaning anymore. After a while, the job was almost done. There were still traces of murder had taken place, but the worst was over. Only stains remained on the floor, but nothing a well-placed rug couldn't hide. Now, let's prepare our meal with all the meat I managed to savage. You don't mean? Well, of course. Why would I go through all this effort just to have a dead body on the floor? Are you insane? What am I even asking? We just dropped tons of cleaning products on that corpse. We are not eating that. I'm not wasting perfectly good food. Stay calm. We spent a few hours cleaning after a game. Do you really think this body is up for consumption? Why don't we order food? It's not so late. We'll definitely find an open restaurant, or literally anything. You shouldn't waste any food. This isn't food. It's just a corpse. That night turned out to be a profound disappointment to the serial killer. She had expected that the aid of a demon would have been useful for luring victims into her traps, but she was clumsy and squeamish, ruining her plans on more than one occasion. After some time, the woman grew tired and kicked the demon out of her house. The contract be damned, she was making her little hobby more difficult than necessary. Ending 2. Surprisingly disappointing. And that was Me Cute. A little fun visual novel game. I liked it. It was cute. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.